Hi ladies, I finished the mini. This is a mini that I made using the Paris kit that I bought from Marie. And Marie is prettypaperboutique.blogspot.com. And I got my kit yesterday and I was really excited, so I got started right away. And so anyway, I'll go ahead with the mini. This mini is a 5x6 and I used the corner chomper and rounded the corners on the right side here. And I just used 2 rings, book rings, to bind the mini. And here are some charms. The fleur-de-lis came with the kit. And then this is a little Eiffel Tower that I had bought. And they were both silver, so I used my alcohol ink in the espresso and to just change the color a little bit so it wouldn't be so shiny. And this page here is the one that inspired me, and this is the paper with the Eiffel Tower. And so what I did with it is I just added the crackle accents to the Eiffel Tower. Not sure if you can see that, but and then this is one of the frames from Michaels, and it was a green color, and I painted it black and then added some brown to it, and so I really like the way it turned out. And then these were 2 little Prima flowers that came in the kit, and then I just spelled out the word Paris with my Dymo maker. And on this first page here, this is it's a music sheet, and this is the Parisian Walkway, and I distressed it. I did a lot of distressing with this mini, and it was just so much fun to make. All of the pages are sprayed with the gold glimmer mist, and so I used a lot of the vintage photo. I used what was the other one? The walnut stain distressing ink. And then this Eiffel Tower chipboard came with the kit, and I have the die as well, so I went ahead and I cut out some of this paper. It's got some gold leaves on it, and then I glued it on there, and then I used the UD and made it shiny and thick. I love the way it feels. And then this is a little postcard that I had ordered from Peachy Cheap. It's a 7 Gypsies postcard, and so I distressed it and sprayed it with glimmer mist. And then I added one of the music note paper clips. So that just slips back in there. Then on this page, I used my new library card pocket die from Sizzix that I bought on eBay. And I used the little ticket that Marie had added, the little Eiffel Tower. I like that, and it fits perfect in there. So thanks, Marie. I love my kit. And this page I kept it blank because I want to add some photos, but I left this where I can slip the photo back in there. And then this is a Prima flower, and it was white, so I got the vintage photo distress ink and added some color to it so it wouldn't be so bright. And then I edged all of the pages with the vintage photo distress ink. Then on this page, this is also one of the 7 Gypsies tags. It says remember. So I used the tag as a pocket and just added some of the fiber that was included in the kit. And then these are both Marie's tags, the hand-dyed tea with tea bags, I'm sorry. And so there's a fleur-de-lis and an Eiffel Tower. All I did was to these was I distressed the edges a little bit, and then I added the ribbon that came with the kit. And then there's you can see the gold glimmer on there. Then on this page, this is the fleur-de-lis that came with the kit, the chipboard. So what I did with it, I heat embossed it, the black embossing powder, made it as a pocket, and then this came with the kit. And so I just distressed it, and so it's just a journaling spot. It slips back in there. And this is that paper that is flocked. Then on this one here, this is an image that I had, and so I thought it was really pretty. I just distressed it and did curled the edges and stuff, made it look a little older. And then these are some of the Prima flowers that I had purchased on eBay a while back. And then I inked them with the vintage photo, and I glimmer mist them with the gold, and then I added the little brown Prima pearls that I got on eBay. And then there's my little brown leaf ribbon. Then on this one, this page here, this is the border that came with the kit. And then another 7 Gypsies tag, which is distressed and glimmer misted. So it slips into that pocket. And the pocket is one of the coin envelopes. I heat embossed it with the Paris, France stamp, and then the Eiffel Tower. And then I glimmer mist it and distressed the edges. And I ripped the tab off because I like the torn look. And this is another of the 7 Gypsies. It's an inspection tag, and that slips into the pocket. Then on this page, this is another one of my images that I distressed, and I glued it on there, but made it like a pocket. And in the pocket are 2 tags. There's that shoe that I had said, and then there's the umbrella, or whatever it's called. And actually I bought these at a vintage store, and it's supposed to be like a gift tag. And so what I did is you open it up, and so what I did is I just stamped it for journaling and added some of Marie's fiber. And then this is one of the flowers that Rose makes with the packing paper, and embossed it and added the tulle. And then this pearl brad came in the kit. And then I added some of the 3 of the little bling that came with the kit as well. And then on this page I kept it pretty simple, just edged it, sprayed it with the gold glimmer mist. And then on this lady here, all I did was I added the glossy accents to make her stand out a little bit, and then I made a little flower with the Prima bling. So I kept that one pretty simple. Then on this page, it's a little Prima, one of the ones with the sugared Prima. And so this here is, you can see it, but I heat embossed it. So I did the emboss resist, and so I inked it, and it's the Paris stamp by Tim Holtz, and Tim Holtz clip. And then it's a trifold, so you open it up, and it's got 2 places to place for photos, and then on this side it has some places for journaling. So then it just tucks back behind the flower, and then the clip to clip it there. And then on this last page, this one's pretty simple. This is the oops, this came with the kit. Oh, I just went blank. So what I did is I got it and distressed it, and little stamp here that I used, the Tim Holtz stamp, and I just did it just very faintly so it wouldn't be real bright against this. And when I started to edge it, it started to rip, but I actually like the way that looks. And then this here is another one of those little gift tags, and the little book with glasses, and all I did was cut it out. I distressed it a little bit and glued it on there, and I kept that pretty simple. Oh, I just remembered, this is French literature is what it is, and I just glued that on there onto the page. And on the back, I just embossed the fleur-de-lis. So there's my mini. I hope you like it. Please leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.